Good evening, everybody. Hey, it's Saturday, July the 13th, and I guess we have some breaking news. And I typically don't do videos like this. I'm not a bringing news to you guy, but and I don't typically get political. But this is probably going to be one of those videos. There's a Trump rally here, and not too far from here, and apparently there were shots fired, and we were watching it live on YouTube actually, and apparently it looks like Donald Trump was hit. By gunfire. I'm assuming that's what happened because as you were watching the video, you could see him grab his ear, and then the Secret Service took him down. And when they brought him up, he was bleeding, bleeding from the ear on the side of the head. Apparently, he is okay. It's nothing life-threatening, but this is a little bit more than just, this is getting insane. What's going on in this country right now? And I don't care how you feel about Donald Trump or Joe Biden or anybody, to be honest with you. If you're a real American and you're a real patriot and you love this country, you have to be appalled by this. I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat. I don't give a damn if you're a Republican. I don't give a damn if you're an independent. We cannot have a country where if we don't like somebody, we just go around shooting them. We don't prosecute them with crazy litigation, take them to court for this, that. It's getting so out of hand. This is insane. I hate to. I always said I didn't want to make this a political channel necessarily. I mean, obviously we have to talk about things sometimes as it relates to, as it relates to. I know we get into preparedness, we get into outdoors and stuff like this, but there's a bigger picture here, and the bigger picture is we need to start being Americans first. This nonsense of destroying people that we don't like has got to stop. And it's got to start with you as an American. It's never going to come from our politicians. It's never going to come from a president. It's not going to come from your governors or your congressmen. None of them people. It has to start with you and your home. You have to stop with this nonsense and stop putting up with it. Take a stand where needed. If you believe in something, take a stand. We have got to, as Americans, start coming together. Growing up, I followed politics for years. I've never seen anything like this. I've seen, people have disagreements and things, but at the end of the day, they could shake hands and agree to disagree. This whole thing where, I don't agree with you, so I need to destroy you, has got to stop. And it's got to stop on both sides. Like it or not, the office, I've always felt that the office of the president deserves a level of respect, even if you don't agree with the policy. Maybe it's not your party. But it's getting worse as we're supposed to becoming more civilized, and we're literally not. We're literally watching the breakdown of society and humanity right before our eyes, and it seems like there's a lot of people that are perfectly okay with it. I mean, to watch this, and I hate to say this, I've said this for, in having conversations with people over the last year, even 2 years, and even honestly since Trump was president before, because I said before the last election that he was not going to win this election, and people thought I was crazy because the economy was good and all that stuff. But I said he wasn't going to win, and I literally had people tell me I was out of my mind. But here we are, and you've been able to see the patterns coming, over the last year. I mean, even the things that they've gone after him and try to litigate where we turn our back on one, but we're going to prosecute another for basically the same crimes, things like that. And I don't feel that anybody's above the law. I truly don't. I don't. If Donald Trump deserves to go, to jail for something he did, by all means. But you can't turn around and say the president doing the same exact thing, Joe Biden. Well, he's too old and feeble to go to court. So we're gonna let it go in his case because we all know why. It appears nowadays there's maybe 3 sets of laws in this country. A lot of people say 2, but I think there's 3. I think there's the set of laws for people like us, the everyday people. It seems like there's a certain, and then when you get into the political spectrum, it seems like there's a set of laws for the right, but not followed by the left anymore. And I think it's pathetic. And I'm not here to rah for the right either, because believe me, I don't trust any of them. But seeing what I saw today on this, and I don't even know the circumstances, but this video has probably been coming for quite a while. I don't even know the circumstances of what happened at this rally. I just know we shouldn't be having this stuff happen today in 2024. And the fact that it happened right here in the Keystone State, right behind, right in, not in my neighborhood, but close enough, they're close enough that I could have been there, or friends or whatever, and I don't know if anybody else has been injured yet. You know, it's hard to turn on the mainstream media because I don't trust them. And that's what I was watching a clip from one. I did actually turn it on for a little bit, even against my better judgment. And it said, one of the reporters was saying that, well, it appears some of the people at the rally are turning on the media. They should turn on the media because the media has been lying to us for years. They haven't been doing their job. They've been taking sides, which they should not do. The media is here to expose the truth to us, not feed you what they want you to know and what they want you to believe. So when I heard that the people were turning on the media at this rally, I applaud that. They should turn on the media, and they should also turn on the politicians that support this nonsense. There's the Maxine Waters, the all these representatives go out there and cause chaos and get in these people's faces and make their lives miserable. They're calling for this, and nobody says a word about it. Nobody says a word about it. But here we are. Now we're at this point. I mean, what's next? I mean, honestly, I have to ask, what is next? Because sadly, I've been feeling this has probably been coming for a while. I've said it for a while. They've been trying everything they do to get him off the campaign trail, and now this. What's next? I mean, my God, what have we turned into here in America? Really, what have we turned into? I mean, we've become a third world country. I mean, our border policies are turning us into a third world country already. And sadly, if you listen to the mainstream media, we may never know the truth of who did this, especially if it's exposed to be someone from the other side. They'll make something up about it. They're not going to tell you the truth. If it's, they're going to whitewash it somehow. They're going to, plant some evidence or, God knows what they'll do. You can't even trust it anymore. I mean, I see from years back with the Steve Scalise shooting that how quickly that went away. This poor man was shot, but all I hear every day is January 6th, January 6th. You know what? January 6th shouldn't have happened, but guess what? It did. And here we are. It's over it. The same year, the left tore up every city in America, burned down. How many deaths were associated with that? No one was killed by any January 6th. Nobody on January 6th. There was somebody killed on one of the protesters was killed. And they tried to point, well, these police, no police were killed there. Go look at your facts. It didn't happen. I mean, there's people that I know. I think one died of a heart attack, and I don't know. I don't know. But my point is, I don't agree with what happened there. And if they were there and they caused damage, they deserve to be punished for it. I don't have, but they also have the right to go there and protest, and to try to turn that into, I've heard them say, oh, this was worse than, 9/11 and all that stuff. It's just crazy. Well, I just got a text come across that apparently the shooter is dead. Since I've been making this video, I didn't really get a chance to, I'm kind of away from the news. I came outside, just because I want to come outside for a little bit. But as this goes, I might do another video, maybe later, maybe tomorrow about this. But it's some points I want you to think about. We can't tolerate this kind of behavior anymore. We have to stop agreeing with the cancel culture. I don't have a problem with not supporting companies that go against your values. I'm all for that. I do it myself, because some of it's deserved. I mean, I don't support things that don't support my values, obviously, but we have to stop with this. Because I don't agree with you, I want to destroy you. I want to kill you. I want to destroy your family. I want to destroy your future families, whatever. We have to stop, because this is what it's leading to. And this rhetoric from the politicians of us versus them, and left versus right, and black versus white, and straight versus gay, whatever. It's got to stop. We've got to start being an American first. That's where I'm going with this. Be an American first. Be love your country. Love what we have here, and preserve it. All these people are trying to do is destroy this country from the inside out, and it's honestly working. I mean, our enemies don't even have to fire a shot. We're destroying ourselves. But this just goes to show what's going on. Just so. Anyway, turn on your news and keep posting on this stuff. But it just goes back to saying, this is a preparedness channel. So what I'm just saying is, again, get your ducks in a row. We're getting closer to this election, and things could get even crazier. Be prepared, be ready. If and I hate to say it, but probably be even careful of what you're posting online, what you're advertising. Be careful what you're putting on your cars, your yard signs. Because honestly, you you see what they'll do. You know what I mean? So what I don't want that coming to a grassroots level and having any of you in danger. So keep those things in mind. But once again, just be an American first, and say a prayer for Trump and his family. And even if you don't like him, I mean, I would never support this. I don't care what people would say. If I was watching this and it was the other way around as Joe Biden, I'd still be horrified. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of his policies. I don't think he's doing a great job, but I still don't want him. I don't want our presidents murdered. This isn't. We're supposed to be better than this as Americans. So anyway, that's all for now. Go check out your news. I will be doing the same, and if something breaking, I'll definitely come back on and talk about it. But God bless you guys. I will see you soon, and take care of yourselves and get prepared. Take care.